So there are two presence that's happening simultaneously all the time. There's a presence inside when we bring our attention inwards, and there's presence on the outside when we take our attention outwards. If we want to go ahead and create our life, we take our attention outwards and we build things. If we want to know what the heck to build, we take our attention inwards. If somebody doesn't do this, then they can build castles and mountains and they have no fulfillment. They don't connect to it. It doesn't do anything for them. They can just burn it down. They don't care because it wasn't what they really wanted, because they never connected inwards. If they only connect inwards, then they can't build nothing.
Yeah.
They just know exactly what they want, why they want it, how they feel about it, but nothing's happening on the outside. So there has to be this balance.
If you were on YouTube back in the early 2010s, you know exactly who this guy is. Mike Chang, the six-pack shortcuts guy. He was everywhere. Ads, thumbnails, viral videos. He had the blueprint for how to get shredded fast, and he delivered it with this hype energy that just pulled you right in. I remember seeing his videos constantly, and eventually I tried the workouts. They were solid, no gimmicks, just efficient, tough workouts that actually worked. But more than that, Mike always seemed positive. He didn't just want you to look good, he wanted you to feel good too. There was something different about him. He didn't come across as fake. He had this genuine vibe, like he actually cared. Before all the YouTube fame, Mike didn't come from much. He's talked about how he struggled with self-esteem and confidence when he was younger, how he never really felt good about his body or himself. Fitness became an escape. It gave him something to control, something to improve, and over time, it became more than that. It became his mission. He wanted to help other people feel that same power, that same confidence he finally found through working out. That's what led to six-pack shortcuts. And when it hit, it blew up. We're talking millions of subscribers. But here's the part that people didn't see. Behind all that success, Mike was burning out. Running a brand that massive, keeping up the image, it started to take a toll, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. He's opened up about how he felt like he was living a lie. How even at his physical peak, he felt tense, anxious, and disconnected. And the crazy part is, he had what so many people wanted: the body, the money, the brand. But deep down, he wasn't happy. So he walked away. He left six-pack shortcuts, sold the business, disappeared from social media, and honestly, for years, people were just left wondering what happened. I remember thinking, where did Mike Chang go? He was everywhere, now he's just gone. But what was really happening during that time was transformation.
I've been doing yoga for about 2.5 years. I've been meditating about 3 times a week for about 5 minutes every time. Well, it's not much, but it helped. It did help. And the yoga was about 3 to 4 times a week for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so every time. And I had motivation to figure out what was going on with me. My mind was starting to deteriorate. I was borderline schizophrenia. I was starting to see shit in front of me. I was having problems understanding my managers during our meetings. I couldn't understand complex situations. I couldn't balance and connect dots together anymore. And I had a tremendous amount of pain in my body that wouldn't go away. No matter what stuff I knew how to do, couldn't make it go away, and I didn't know why. All the other stress, I was able to handle it. But these things, it was stopping my ability to work. Can't understand people. All right, I'm in a fitness company, but I am constantly in pain. I couldn't hold out a 20-pound dumbbell. Too much pain for my back. The pain was in my lower back, right side. So I had a lot of motivation to figure that out. And all I knew was it had something to do with my stress. That was it. Couldn't be anything else. All the rehab stuff I knew how to do, doing it, didn't go away. And I realized that nothing I can do on the outside was going to create more happiness. And I didn't have this lack of self-worth, this needing to prove anymore, because I was able to see exactly where it came from. And I realized that it was just fear, and it wasn't just an idea. I experienced how it's like to not have it. It's totally different, you know? And when I experienced it and I had that sense of happiness and all these things, I realized that's what I want. That is the key to life. This is what I really want inside. And all of these goals that I'm creating on the outside is just because I think I think accomplishing these goals would get me what it is that I just received already.
When Mike came back, he was different. He wasn't promoting abs anymore. He wasn't yelling into the camera. Now, he was calm, present, still strong, but in a different way. He started talking about something called flow training. It's not just about working out. It's about healing your relationship with your body and your mind. Mike realized that lifting heavy, always chasing results, always pushing, it added more tension than it took away. He started working on breath work, gentle movement, mind-body connection, letting go of judgment of yourself, of others. And yes, some of it looks kind of out there, waving your arms, smiling through the pain, moving with rhythm instead of repping to failure. But when you understand the why behind it, it makes sense. Mike's teaching people how to release stress, not just build muscle. He's teaching people to get out of survival mode, to stop fighting their body and start flowing with it. One of the most powerful things he shared is how badly his mental health suffered during his rise. He talked about waking up with anxiety, feeling like he couldn't breathe, being trapped in a cycle of needing to succeed, but never feeling satisfied. That constant grind mindset, it broke him down. Flow training is how he rebuilt himself, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too. And now, he's sharing that with other people who are tired of living in that same loop. Mike Chang may not be the same guy he was back in the YouTube fitness days, but that's the whole point. He evolved. He went from selling shortcuts to teaching people how to slow down. And in a world that's always telling you to hustle harder, Mike's showing us how powerful it is to just breathe, to move with intention, to let go, to heal. He's still helping people, still creating content, still growing, just in a different direction. And if you ask me, that version of Mike Chang is even more powerful than the one we met years ago. Take control or be controlled.